In every great story of the Bible, there are men chosen by God to stand in difficult times. We know Moses as a deliverer of Israel, but beside him stood his brother Aaron. Aaron's life was filled with courage, weakness, failure, and redemption. His story teaches us that even ordinary men with flaws can still be used by God. The brother of Moses. Aaron was born into the same Hebrew family as Moses, while Israel was enslaved in Egypt. He was older than Moses, and already a man when Moses was called at the burning bush. Moses felt afraid, saying, "I cannot speak well." God answered, "Your brother Aaron will speak for you. I will put my words in his mouth." From that moment, Aaron became the spokesman of Moses, a prophet to Pharaoh. Standing before Pharaoh, Moses and Aaron entered Pharaoh's palace. Moses held a staff, but it was Aaron who spoke. "Thus says the Lord, let my people go." When Pharaoh mocked, Aaron cast down his staff and became a serpent before Pharaoh's magicians. Aaron struck the Nile River, and its waters turned to blood. Again and again, Aaron lifted his staff as plagues struck Egypt. Frogs, gnats, flies, and more. While Moses led with power, Aaron gave voice to God's command. The Exodus and Aaron's priesthood. After Pharaoh finally released Israel, the nation traveled into the wilderness. At Mount Sinai, God gave not only laws to Moses, but also a role to Aaron. Aaron and his sons were chosen as the first priests of Israel. He wore holy garments, a breastplate with 12 precious stones, a golden turban, and robes of glory. Aaron became the high priest, chosen to offer sacrifices for the sins of the people, the golden calf. But Aaron was not without weakness. When Moses went up Mount Sinai for 40 days, the people grew restless. They cried to Aaron, "Make us gods to lead us, for we do not know what has become of Moses." Instead of standing firm, Aaron gave in. He collected gold from the people and shaped it into a calf. The people bowed down, saying, "These are your gods, O Israel." When Moses descended and saw the idolatry, he smashed the stone tablets in anger. He turned to Aaron, "What did this people do to you, that you brought such great sin upon them?" Aaron's greatest failure was revealed, a leader who feared men more than God. God's mercy and Aaron's restoration. Even though Aaron sinned, God did not cast him aside. Moses interceded, and God restored Aaron to his priestly office. This showed God's mercy, that even leaders who stumble could be forgiven and used again. Aaron continued to serve as high priest, standing in the gap between Israel and God. Rebellion against Aaron. Some Israelites, led by Korah, rose up against Moses and Aaron. They said, "Why do you set yourselves above the assembly of the Lord?" To prove Aaron's calling, God commanded that each tribe's leader place a staff before him. Overnight, Aaron's staff sprouted, budded, and even bore almonds. This miracle proved that Aaron was chosen by God to be priest. Aaron's ongoing service. Aaron faithfully served in the tabernacle, offering sacrifices and entering the most holy place on the Day of Atonement. He carried the names of the 12 tribes on his breastplate, symbolizing that he represented all Israel before God. Through Aaron's priesthood, the people learned about holiness, sacrifice, and God's mercy. The final days of Aaron. After years of service, Aaron's time came to an end. God told Moses, "Aaron will be gathered to his people, for he shall not enter the land I give to Israel." On Mount Hor, Moses and Aaron went with Aaron's son Eleazar. There, Aaron's priestly garments were removed and placed on Eleazar. Aaron died on the mountain, and Israel wept for 30 days. Aaron, the spokesman for Moses, the first high priest of Israel, a man of both weakness and faith. He stumbled, yet God restored him. He feared, yet God used him. His story reminds us that God chooses imperfect people to fulfill his perfect plan. From Pharaoh's palace to the wilderness tabernacle, Aaron's journey shows us the power of mercy, the cost of leadership, and the greatness of God's calling. For more incredible Bible history stories like this, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.